Hi guys, it's Nancy. Working on a little family project here, but I wanted to film this because a lot of you guys ask me if you can laminate with your GinaK Fuse machine, and the answer is yes. So I want to show you how to do that. So already ahead of time, I've used a piece of polyglaze. This is the GinaK Superstar polyglaze. But I'm not using the actual polyglaze because I want this to be the background. I actually use the leftover foil on white polyglaze sheets. And you'll see here, my machine, I have to use a setting of 4 and then peel it off really fast. And I get this, which you can see is beautifully done. Okay, so that is leftover. I am making a magnet for our dishwasher, and you can see one side says dirty, and when you flip it over it says clean. Okay, so I just printed this on my printer, and this is going to be the background, and I'm going to put a little string behind it so they can flip it over when it's dirty and clean, and then we're going to laminate it. Okay, now when you laminate, you don't have to use your carrier sheets, but I like to use these craft and carrier sheets from Decofoil. They're super thin, they're big sheets, so I just have one cut in half. You can get all this stuff from ThermoWeb Decofoil. Fuse machines are in stock, by the way, at ThermoWeb Decofoil. And I'll also, of course, link Miss Gina K's website as well. So all of this stuff is available. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this down as small as possible. The only thing is the laminating sheets I had, but I think you can pick those up on Amazon. I'll find them and pick laminating sheets you can get in any size. All right, so I'm going to cut this down. I believe my magnet is a 2.5 by 3.5, but I'm going to try to cut this down as small as I can get it here. Because I don't really care about this. I want the background to show. I just want the dirty and clean to show, and then my family can flip it over when they are done emptying the dishwasher, because it is almost back to school season, and I don't want to hear, well, I didn't load the dishwasher because I didn't know if it was dirty or clean. So if you have this problem in your house, and I had one of these at the old house, and it didn't come with us to the new house. Okay, so here's my little magnet. Oh, and it's just going to fit. I actually made this a little too wide, but that's okay. We'll still have that pretty gold stars on each edge. Yeah, we moved, and all of Leah's friends back home are starting to go back to school, but Leah doesn't go back until September 3rd. She goes back late, but she also goes to school a little later here too. Okay. I think we're good there. And then I'm going to frame this off in the middle here. Where's my GinaK adhesive? And I have my fuse machine on 3. I didn't need to turn that on until I was ready, but that's okay. Just going to kind of center that. All right, so we already know. Go top and bottom pretty close there, so it's just the edges. And this is, oh, it's 4 inches. I totally measured wrong. 4 by 3 or 4 by 2.5. I totally measured that wrong. That's okay. this. Now, if you want it to be precise. Right. I want to make sure all my cuts are good before I laminate it because my laminating sheet is a little bit bigger. So I know I'm going to have to cut that too. So I need to be pretty close here when I oh, that's pretty much right on right there. That's just about perfect right there. Okay. So before I laminate this, or before I, yeah, I'm going to laminate this. Then we're going to put the string on and tape the string on between the laminating and the magnet. Okay, so we're going to laminate this. So I have my little laminating sheets here. Which, like I said, are a little bit bigger. They're like photo size laminating sheets. I could have foiled this if I wanted to be fancy. Should have did that, but I wasn't thinking that at the time. All I was thinking was, ooh, look, that's going to fit perfectly like that. But then I'm going to have to cut the edges off and they'll be too short. Okay, so that's not going to work. We're going to go like this. And go like that. And then you can put this in the machine without the laminating sheet. I just like to protect my machine without the transfer sheet. But so that's why I go to these, because these are much thinner. Okay, and machine is on number 3. And we're just going to run that through like we would anything else. And it should laminate. And then we're going to put this on. And I have my little ribbon, which we are going to glue or tape on and see how that works. So even though the video was more to show you guys the laminating, again, you can see it's laminated. It's done. All finished. Now I'm going to cut this down. And because it's laminated, it's going to have a, I'm going to leave a little tiny smidge of a clear edge because I still want it to be laminated. So you don't want to cut all the way to the edge, otherwise your laminating film could separate. So okay, so that's pretty good. So clean when the dishes are out and it's empty, dirty when you can start putting dishes in it. Okay. Okay, let's do the string part. And the string is because sometimes the magnet can be pretty hard to pull off of there. So we just put this on as like a little extra remover piece. I'm just going to tape that on really well. Okay, so now we have a handle basically on there. And then this is a self-adhesive. This is like a business card magnet. So all this is, we're just going to remove the adhesive off of there and line that up. And now we have our clean and dirty laminated dishwasher magnet. So there you go. I just wanted to show you guys, yes, you can laminate with the Fuse machine. It is great for laminating photos, you know, bookmarks, cards. You can't do a full 8.5 by 11 sheet, but there's so many things you guys can do with this machine other than just foiling. So obviously I could have foiled this, but I wasn't thinking about it at the time. But, you know, you have your polyglazed sheets, but you can laminate with it, and it does come in handy to making things like this. All right, so let me know if you thought that came in handy. So I use setting 3. Again, you don't have to use your carrier sheet with setting 3, but I just like to make sure that everything stays together, and that's why I use mine. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, post them down below. If you had fun watching this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know if you're going to make a dirty and clean magnet on your dishwasher. Talk to you guys later and catch you on the next video. Bye-bye.